The power of perseverance, how to keep going when things get tough. That's what we're going to talk about today. What is it that separates, the winners from the losers? What is it that keeps us going when the going gets tough? It's called perseverance, and I'm about to break it down for you. What is perseverance and why is it so important? Perseverance is a quality that allows us to keep going when things seem to be, out of reach and impossible to get done. It's what helps us overcome challenges, achieve our goals, and ultimately succeed in life. Without perseverance, we'd never be able to accomplish anything. We'd never be able to be successful with anything. Perseverance is what causes all of that. So if you want to achieve your dreams and you want to go after your goals and you want to achieve those goals, you've got to learn how to use perseverance. Perseverance is a skill that's found in the military. Not only is it used by veterans, but it's also used by military active members, that are in there today. Um, there is some tough situations that people come across while they're deployed or even in the States, some of the stuff that they have to go through. If they just threw in the towel every time that something bad happens, they wouldn't get anywhere. So, a quick story on how I've used perseverance to in my own life. Um, this isn't exactly while I was in the military, but it's actually when I got out. There was a time when I struggled pretty bad with PTSD and depression. I used to think that it was kind of BS and it didn't really affect me. So I wasn't taking my medication like I should have been. If it wasn't for perseverance, I might not be here right now. Perseverance is the willingness to not give up on things. There's something inside of you that if you use this, if you use this voice that's inside your head that tells you to keep going, um, it could save your life. It could save your life. It could help you out when things get tough. You're not going to be able to tell somebody has it just by looking at them. Um, some people that have it don't even know that they have it. So that's how silent it actually is. Um, it has to be diagnosed by a doctor. Okay, it's something that you're probably not going to notice. Other people might tell you you might have it. Um, and there is signs of it such as depression. um I mean the list is huge, the amount of symptoms, and it pretty much could be anything. It is a disability, but it's not a disease. It's not something that you're born with. It's something that develops over time. um Combat PTSD and non-combat PTSD are pretty much the same thing. um, PTSD in itself can cause quite a bit of problems. I guess the main thing that I could have done and I should do is just do what I'm told, which is to take my medication. I'm not a big believer in medication, um, but there's been times I've struggled with and without it, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. When we persevere through difficult times, we develop resiliency. Resiliency is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and failures, which is a direct result of perseverance. So when you persevere through something, you use resiliency. And once you do that, you develop perseverance. Resiliency helps us cope with stress and focus on our goals. Perseverance is a quality that can transform your life. By developing perseverance, you can overcome challenges that life throws at you and you can achieve your goals. Keep reminding yourself all the reasons why you started on this journey in the first place. So, I know with me, with this channel that I'm doing right now, there's been days, multiple days, that I don't really see much action. Like I have the YouTube studio, don't see much action. And then all of a sudden it kind of just bursts out of nowhere and I get a bunch of views and stuff like that. But there is times that I'm just like, I put a lot of time into this. I put a lot of effort into this. If it's not showing anything, why do I do it, right? So, like I said, I already have another job. So this I'm not relying on this to get paid or anything. I'm doing this for bigger reasons. I mean, you can check out my channel description. That's why I'm doing this. It has nothing to do with getting paid or, being YouTube famous. I'm glad that people, there is people out there that like watching, what I'm doing, but that wasn't the main reason to do it all, right? I wanted to spread the word of awareness, PTSD awareness, depression awareness, sleep disorder awareness, um, all things that I struggle with myself. Um, I do think there is power in speaking, and I do think there's power in listening. You don't want to be afraid to experiment and make mistakes. So, you see how all this works? If you're satisfied and you're fulfilled, you're going to have a happier life. Perseverance plays a big role in keeping going and keeping strong and being optimistic and having a good life. Without perseverance, without better perseverance, you're gonna have problems. Everybody has this voice, deep inside their head, and everybody thinks it's like a good voice and a bad voice, but in reality, it's just a voice. It's a intuition about, choices that you could be making. So you can sit there and be all mad about, you know, when something goes wrong and be all sad about it and get all mad about it. Um, or you can just accept the fact that, well, it didn't work. I'm going to try something different. It really shows the character of the person that you are. You could tell these people at your work, you could tell who these people are at your work. You could tell who these people are usually on the street. You know, um, it does develop your character. Um, if you're that type of person that, you know, hey, throw me the ball, you're playing baseball, throw me the ball, take a hit and you miss, and then you just throw the bat on the ground and get all mad. Um, I don't want to be around those people. I don't know about you, but I don't like being around people that, something little happens and they give up on everything. If you want to grow in life, my suggestion is get rid of those people. Don't be around those people. Those people aren't going to do anything but drag you down with them. And finally, it is important to stay positive, and to try to stay optimistic about everything. Um, I really appreciate everybody's efforts out there, getting the word out. I have made it past 5,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. But just keep doing what we do, spread the word, keep sharing, keep commenting, keep liking. Even if you don't like it, then dislike, do whatever you got to do. And as always, if you want to be a part of this podcast, you can hit me up at rackstampodcast@gmail.com. I'd love to get you on here. Um, I've only had one person reach out through that email. Um, there's a reason I put the email on there is and I created that email was to separate work from pleasure. So if you message me on Facebook, that's fine, but I would rather you just message me through the Gmail account so that I can keep track of what's going on. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, or you're going to keep missing out on all this content. You're going to have to keep looking me up.